When you've totally screwed up, guilt's taken over, fear is right there, and of course, you're lost. How do we deal with it? Let's talk about it. Great email. Roll it. Welcome back to another video where we've been exploring guilt and how guilt affects our daily lives and how to deal with it, how to make it better, and how to really move forward and achieve that mission and purpose that we've set out for ourselves. If this is your first time here, my name is Nikos Rentas. This is mentorsapproach.com. So don't forget to subscribe at the end of the video if you like what you saw, so that you can keep getting your daily dosage of that motivational thought process to get you moving in the right direction. Jumping into this email. Hi Nikos, I'm 28. I've done some pretty stupid stuff these last few years. I even had to file for bankruptcy. That's a big one. You're only 28. I feel like a total loser. Don't put yourself down. I am full of guilt. I am ashamed of where I am with my life. I've seen counseling to deal with it. It helps, but only shortly. I feel like I'm not really making progress. What would you say I should do to see real change? All right, so first things first, I know a lot of people go through this. I talk to a lot of people going through this. I understand where you're coming from. I felt like this before. This is totally normal. Accept where you're at. Accept everything is as is. Accept that, yeah, you screwed up. Accept it. That's it. It's done. You filed for bankruptcy. You're starting fresh. You're 28. Like, you have the best opportunity of your life right now if you really think about it. Once you start accepting what is happening with you right now at this moment, a few things will occur. One, you'll start looking for opportunities. You'll start rethinking positive on what exists out there that you can get moving on. This is where we start to shape up that mindset of that new purpose. Secondly, you'll start actually going out there and being in that zone of looking for opportunity. And on top of that, because you've experienced all this, you're not going to be going out there acting like that person that knows it all and is the best in the world, and is the best business guy or the best whatever and this and that. You're going to be humble. You're going to actually understand humbleness, because I think you do. You know, you wouldn't be seeing this counselor and, you know, going and getting help. This is this part of guilt that shapes into that form of shame and that failure mentality. And this is where, you know, you really got to address those emotions and accept that they're there. Give them a hug. Know that they're there and know that you're going to do better. We have all been in situations where, yeah, 4 months, 6 months, a year go by and we're like, what am I doing? I can't believe that occurred. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. What's next? Going and seeing a counselor and getting advice and, you know, whatever they've told you, have you implemented any of that? And at that, how far have you gone to start looking at what the future holds? Looking at the past is not going to help you here at all. The fact that you say that it helps for a bit when you talk to the counselors, and yeah, it's a short period of time, it's short-lived, and then you go back into this guilt trip of how you failed, well, that's just evidence of lack of acceptance and lack of putting some steps into action. So first thing I would do if I'm stuck in this situation is analyze exactly what is going on right now in a logical manner. In fact, sit down with your counselor or find a very good friend you trust that's really critical of you, and you know they're going to be very critical, not like, you know, keep a fluff zone, critical. Okay, and you're going to talk to them specifically in a logical manner to bring out the logics of what's going on right now in your current circumstance. What is your current status? This is from a financial standpoint because you filed for bankruptcy. From a, you know, you're 28, your life standpoint, what have you done? How far have you gone? What did you actually manage to achieve? What are your skill sets? And of course, where can we start looking for opportunities? Secondly, after doing that analysis, I would do a bird's eye view and ask myself, I'm 28, this is what I've done so far, this is what I liked, what I didn't like. Very simple. Third, you're gonna just jump into looking at what is the next thing I can start looking at for an opportunity? This would be work, business, okay, going back to school. Depends on where you were before. There wasn't detail in it, so couldn't tell you. An example would be in this situation, say, you were working as a salesperson in business, you had a business degree, and you didn't do well because for whatever reason, and you filed for bankruptcy. Now you're stuck. What do? Well, your first option would be to go get a sales job. Your second option would be to start looking online at ways to improve your skill sets and to start something online. Your third one there would be to go back to school and really look at what you can do to improve your skill sets. Another one, I could keep going on, I'll stop counting, is that you could go back and say, I've done this gig, I don't like it, I'm gonna go get a skill set that I think I would really enjoy and go do it. And that's it. I have a buddy that did this. He went back into welding because he loved welding. He spent most of his time working on his cars and this and that, and he went back into welding, and within 4 years he's got his own company for welding, and he's booming. It's great. The idea is very simple here. We got to look at what opportunities exist. If you're not working towards something, you're going to be going back into the past. Simple economics of how our mind works. That's it. You'll be revisiting it. Once you start finding all these opportunities, your goal is to still be seeing the counselor or the coach you've really, meshed with and you really like, and to go find mentors, go find people in the community that are in that field of your choice that you're going for and get their advice. Find people you can trust and tell them the truth. This is what happened in my life. This is where I'm at. Help me get out of this. I need to get out of this. You will find people who are willing to help you 100%. Once you start finding progress in this new purpose you're establishing, well, the rest will be history. Your history will be history. That's it. It's gone. You won't be thinking about it from a perspective of, hey, there's my guilt of how much of a failure I was. It's gonna be man, if I didn't experience that, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I had to get challenged that way. I had to screw up, and I had to go through those emotions, these emotions you're experiencing right now, in order to get to where I am right now. Progress. Lack of progress will breed these emotions. You will keep feeling this way no matter what. There must be progress. If there is no progress, your mind will revert. You'll stay in this place for a very long time, and it really will come down to that one day when you're going to be fed up with yourself and you're going to kick yourself for being 35, 40 and going, what have I done with my life? And then you'll finally get moving in the right direction. Lastly, to keep moving on that point of, you're gonna take it as a learning experience, or you'll be 40. You are only 28. Only 28. Put this into perspective. Only 28. In 32 years, you'll be 60. You have 32 years. What are you gonna do? Keep thinking about this? Or are you gonna get moving? Are you going to kick it into high gear? Are you going to start today and say, you know what? Screw this. I'm going for it. Because the reality is, you're going to be around for a while. And when you finally realize this, I guarantee you, you're going to be 35, 40, and you're going to do the numbers, and you're going to be like, I only have 20 years left. And then it's going to turn into 10 years left. I talk to people all the time who are in this mentality, and they kick it into high gear, and within 2 years, they regret not what happened, but rather the time they wasted not moving. So get moving. Hit a like, hit a subscribe if you liked what you saw and this is your first time here. And of course, leave a message below or a comment on a situation that's similar that you've been in and what you do to get out of it. There's many different ways to tackle this, not just what I am suggesting here. Everybody's got their own story, and it's great to hear everybody's comments, because who knows, somebody might be reading your comment. They're in a similar situation and it might help save a life.